Take 5. Let's see if my speech will cooperate in this video. Okay, so here is my Halloween cards. I had planned to do more. I had other designs in my head, but time got away from me, so I didn't get them done. 3 of them you've already seen, so I'm not going to spend too much time on them. Here's one that you've already seen. It's with the My Favorite Things Haunted House. And then that's the inside. I did create envelopes for all of my cards using patterned paper because I'm trying to get rid of it. So, yeah. And the punch board is actually pretty weird. Have to have an avalanche cards. The punch board is pretty weird. For A2 size card, it says 4.5 by 5.5 instead of 4.25 by 5.5. And you would think that that would be pretty substantial. Like it would work. I don't know why I said substantial. Whatever. I've only got like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. Anyways, it was too small. The envelope kept getting too small. So I had to like configure my own dimensions for it. I was just like, oh my god. So as you can see, the envelopes are a lot wider, but I don't really care. Alright, this one I used for... No, that was a really weird sound in my throat. Anyways, I used the eyeball stamp from Michaels. And it's supposed to glow in the dark, but it kind of doesn't. Anyways, so that's the inside. Like I said, I'm going through these fast because you've already seen these 3 and I don't want to take up too much time with them. And then this one, which is using... Oh, mother... Okay. Haunted Fields. Use that. And then that's the outside, and that's the inside. Now let me clean up this mess. Ooh! Really? It just went farther under the chair. Why is it every time I go to make a video, nothing wants to cooperate? Oh my god. And no, I am not doing a take 6 of this video just because of that. I refuse. Okay. This one was inspired by one on Pinterest. It is basically the same thing but slightly different. I just did my own twist on it. But like I said, it's basically the same thing. So I did some masking with, I was prepared, with this stamp set by my Simon Says Stamp. It is called Sugar Skulls. It's a really cool stamp set. I just couldn't think of a way to use it. And there's actually not that many cards on Pinterest of it. So that is the outside. Then I used some Nuvo drops around it. And then on the inside, the inside, I used this artsy stamp set for the Spiderweb Happy Halloween. And linked it to the other spiderweb to make it look like the spiders were just making webs. I'm going crazy. Alright, so that's that. And then this is the envelope for this one. Kinda cool. And then the next one I did using this. It's called Graveyard by Tim Holtz Alterations. So I used that black with black paper and then got some gray ink and then just highlighted the tops of it to make the moon look like it was shining down. And then I used this random old tree stamp from, it doesn't have a brand on it. So just a random old tree in the background, splattered it with some paint, and then I used the witch from Michaels. My stamp, I decided to cut around it and just have the witch. I didn't want anything else. I've been wanting a witch stamp, but everything came in a stamp set and I just wanted the witch. So that's what I did. And I didn't do the inside on this one, but I did do an envelope. I have so much to do. Anyway, so here's the envelope, and then the flap has like glittery sparkles. I still have to do, like, half the cards need an inside. Okay, this next one is my most favorite of all. And this one I copied from Priscilla Del Valle, I think that's her name. On here, she doesn't do videos anymore, but the videos that she does have are really cool. So she did this one where you take StazOn black ink and stamp on acetate and then cut it out, which makes the beakers obviously look like glass. And then she used glossy accents and I think ink re-inkers, but I didn't have re-inkers and I wasn't going to buy them. So I used food coloring and it worked perfectly. So I just used the glossy accents and the food coloring and used a toothpick to swirl it around to make the whatever it is, the liquid. She didn't put eyeballs in hers, but I put eyeballs in mine. That's about the only difference in our cards, and I put an eyeball up here. But I added glossy accents to the cockroach, the eyeball, and the, I almost said skunk, the frog. So yeah, that one's my most favorite card. I don't even know if I'll give it to anybody. And then this is the inside. It took forever though. It took about 3 hours or 4, but it was worth it. Okay, this next card, I think I spent more time on the inside than I did the outside. I am so tired, guys. And then I gotta get up early and go to that store to make sure nobody gets my shirt. If you watched my last video, you will know what I'm talking about. Oh, there it is. Okay. So this one was inspired by Gina Marie Design. She had this on her website. Her card's a little bit different than mine, but pretty much the same thing. So I used the mountain and tree dies. Oh, excuse me. And the wolf die. So as you can see, it says beware, and it says beware for a reason, because on the inside, it's spooky. See, I don't do those too cute to spook cards. I do spooky cards. So it says Happy Halloween, and then there's blood splatter up there, and then I just kind of rubbed some ink all around the card because really my finger had gotten a spot on the card, so I figured I'd just roll with it because I wasn't starting over. So for the claw marks, I used the claw die from Gina Marie. And I just put some red paper behind it and then distressed the edges and then used a Ink-a-Dink-a-Doo stamp, which is somewhere back there, and just masked off and did splatters. There we go. This stamp set, I just masked off like this and did splatters. And as you're probably noticing, it does in fact not have much place to write a sentiment or whatever. And guess what? I like it like that. I always make cards, but I have absolutely no idea what I want to say in them. So I usually make my cards with as little room as possible to write in. And then I did a purple, you can't really tell. It does have design on it, but my camera is not really picking up on it. Whatever. Anyways, guys, it does have a design. Okay, guys, I still have a crap ton more cards to share, and I'm already at 9 minutes. So I will be back for round 2. See you in a bit. Bye.